Okay, this is Sam at South Carolina Happy Bees. This is Sunday, April the 28th. Yesterday was my birthday. Happy birthday to me. And the girls was nice too. But this is this is Bunny. And today's, like I say, April the 28th. And what we're going to do, we have them in a double deep nukes. And I need a nuke box. So we're going to put them in a 10 frame and see how it works out. And then go get another 10 frame probably and put them in. But that's what we're going to do. Got my stump. My water. Run if I want to. We'll take this off, and seeing how we already know about what we want to do, we're going to take it, put it right here where it's supposed to be. Okay. Take their food dish, which is empty, and I should be putting water in it because your bees need water at all times. People say, well, the bees can go out and find water. Well, the baby ones can't. So one of the big ones has got to go out and get one of the, or all the little ones that can't fly, water. So if you put water in it, you'll be helping the bees out. Plus, I believe you can make more honey, which is what we're all trying to do too. Put that right there. Another important thing is leveling. We don't talk much about leveling the beehives, but if you don't level the beehives, the bees are going to still grow or put them down in a straight angle. And if your comb is, your frames aren't straight, then they're not going to build it straight. And we're back here now finding our leveling stuffs. So we got all these shims. Now I could dig down the dirt and make it all level and pretty too, but we all know how I am. That's good. Now the front's level. Now we got to make sure the back isn't. And it's up a little bit. But not enough. I don't have my big shims out here. So then we're going to take these. This is educational now, folks. Pay attention. These old shims we used to work on houses 20 years ago with, and I just got them. Okay, so what we're going to do is lift them up, and the reason we're lifting them up is because if it rains, when it rains, half a bubble, it's good. When it rains, the rain will pull in and it's got nowhere to go. Except the back. So you want the back picked up a little bit so the water will run forward. And we're going to use a old thunderbolt here. There we go. This is 10 frame deep with the bottom that I was building at one time. Don't build them like that no more. Can y'all see this one over here? Well, y'all can see the top of the box. What we're going to do is take the frames out of the bottom of the box and set them in here first. Now we may change them, and probably will, as we go, or at least later. This is the frame that was put in there on April the 3rd. How about that? They say the queen don't get on the end. There she is. Y'all see that? Well, if you can't, sorry. She's on there. And she has eggs in that frame. Put her back in it because we don't like stressing out our bees. And especially not our queen. Because she can stop laying. The others, they can just sting you. This one here has pollen, little nectar. Mama needs some room because she's finding any place she can to lay now. Okay, she's got that whole thing there built out. This is all nectar up here and pollen up here. A little bit of nectar around the edges. And we're putting them back in the same direction they were facing. So their north is still in the north and the south is still in the south. Here's another frame I built. Yes, they know the difference. It's another frame I put in there on April the 3rd. It is completely built out with new beautiful comb on fishing line. Didn't have to buy any foundation or anything. They built it beautifully, and it didn't cost me $1.65. And people said, "Oh, it'll fall off of there." Well, that frame is full. Could you see that? It's not falling off. If you don't use fishing line, you got to do this number. And if it's still, it will fall off. Trust me. How you know, Sam? Been there, done that. This one, it has a little bit of everything on it, including drones. A lot of nectar. I mean pollen. But they got drone brood here and here, which indicates that they're thinking about swarming. And then down here we got little patches of larvae and eggs. Like I say, she's putting them in anything she can, so she needs more room. Keep the red dot in the right place. Glad we saw the queen to start with, though. This one here, is stores again, and bees. I would say I don't see any eggs, but I don't see no place you could lay them right now. But here's a brood mixed with a little bit of nectar and pollen, and this is pollen here. So she planned on eating. But when you see something like this, it's time to put them in a bigger box. Now we're putting them in a 10 frame here, which isn't a bigger box, it's just configured different. And we are going to put a 10 frame on top of that. Now here's the bees on the inside of the box that you can't see. So we're going to flip it around here to the entrance and stick it right here so they'll come out and go back in. And we're going to even take the screen off it. Well, that was the plan. Okay, and then we just flip that down. Okay, now we're going to don't want to get a whole bunch of grass in there. We don't want none in the inside of the box. Take our shims. And put them over here out of the way. Oh, this one's got some heavy to it. Okay, so we know where the queen is. Okay, this one has nectar, honey, it's all capped. Honey, cap. These are drones here. These are drone cells, larvae up here. This is all worker brood right here. And this is about the same thing on this side. The only thing is we got drones here, and right in here we've got worker eggs and larvae. So we're gonna set that right there. Come on. You ain't going up short now. No. There. This one got drones. Got worker brood, we got honey and nectar. And all this in here is eggs and larvae for working brood. This is a little queen cup down here, don't mean nothing. Okay, this worker brood, this is all eggs right here. These are drones over here. This is all brood here. What do y'all think? You need room? It's all capped brood. A little bit of honey on there. Have a queen cell, a queen cup down here on the end that we don't want. But same thing on that side. But now if we didn't do all this, excuse me folks, I gotta sit down a second. If we didn't do this, within a week, she'd be gone. 2 weeks at the most. And see, if I had these lifted up, say 18 inches to the bottom of that hive, I wouldn't have to bend over quite as much. Some of these I put down on the ground. We may even need to make a couple splits out of this. It's all capped brood. Same thing on that side. Okay, see now I got 2 nuke boxes. Which I could make a couple of good splits off of. All I need is a queen cell. Now this is a super frame here. Okay. And they've done exactly what we wanted them to. They got honey in here. They got worker brood here, worker brood here, worker brood here, all capped honey here, nectar here. Now down here, they're building drone cells. Now if that was worker cell, we'd cut it off, rubber band into it, into another frame. But that's all drones. So what we're going to do is see, when we put a super in, and we put this in there, and it'll give them a reason to come up. We're going to put that right there. You got to remember, we started this with just, I mean, if we had an egg or, there we go. We started this On February 21st this year, had one queen cell. One queen cell. It just takes time for these things to grow, you know, like kids or whatever else. And they grow. Now we're going to take this and put right here because I don't like squishing bees. And we're going to come back. I don't use inner covers, so I don't get that extra little bit. Now, we're going to be coming back here later and put another box on there. And here's the other bunch of bees in the box. We're going to put it right there and just let them walk in. And they will. And they keep the bottoms pretty clean there. Okay. They need a ladder from the looks of it to get up. And they would figure it out, but the only reason they don't know how to use the ladders is because they never had to before. They're used to just that hole being down there, and that's all they're doing now. There they go. Build up like little steps. But anyway, that's it for today. I mean for now. And say this is Sam, South Carolina Happy Bees. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment. We like comment. Tell me what you think I did right, what I did wrong, or what you think of what I did. And best thing of all, subscribe. And that way you can see whenever I put these things out. Yep, I see that over there. I will put that back in there. My feeder thing over here, got a bunch of bees on it. And another thing is I haven't shown is, let me get it to where I can do it. There we go. Is